Welcome back to Storytime with Tasha. I am the one and only Tasha. So, today's story is going to be about that time this guy took me to a restaurant, French fancy restaurant, and I was almost going to leave him. I was literally going to leave. So, let me just give you like the background. So, oh my God, was this date the most obnoxious fucking date ever? Like, I remember it to this very fucking day. Two stories. Oh my God, you guys might get two today. All right, so this dude writes me on Instagram and making nice conversation. A white older gentleman. When I say older, I mean like he was like 30 something. I don't mean like a 50-year-old. Y'all chill out. So he's making nice conversation, and from his pictures, he looks okay looking. And I'm the type, like, you don't have to be drop dead fucking gorgeous, you know. You just have to be decent looking. Obviously, no one wants to date an ugly person, but everyone has different tastes. Decent looking, nice, has conversation, things like that, right? And we were talking for some time, maybe a few weeks, and I told my mom about him. And I didn't tell my mom about him, you know, to be like, yeah, this might get serious. She was just asking if I was, you know, talking to people. And I was like, yeah, this one dude, he's a teacher. He's an English teacher at that. And my mom immediately got excited because at the time she was in school. And she's like, oh, you think he could help me write my paper? I'm not asking nobody to come over here to help you write your paper. You know what, Tasha? Why can't you just help me out? You always want to leave me hanging. Mommy, relax. Relax. Like, let me go on a date first, and then we'll see where things go. So, my teacup is tea in it. It really is tea. Iced tea. Okay, so anywho, so I tell my mom about it, and you know, he's get the planning and whatnot. And this is when I knew it was going to be a fucking irritating date, because the day of, he kept talking about how he wants to bring me to this like Caribbean bar. Nothing against Caribbeans, nothing against, you know, the music. I like reggae sometimes. It's just not like a go-to for me. I'm American and I like American shit. And that's not to say, you know, anyone else is wrong for liking whatever it is that they like. I'm just saying, like, it's just not for me, period. Like, I can enjoy it, you know, momentarily. And then that's it. I don't like to be in it like that. And a lot of people do. So he's like, he wants to bring me to this Caribbean spot. And I was like, I mean, like, we can hang out and see what it's like, but I really am not in the mood for any of that. He's like, all right, well, I'll take you anyway and see how you feel. Okay, fine. I just told you I'm not in the mood for that, but all right, cool, no problem. So the whole conversation, the day of, he's just talking about a lot of things that were black related. Like I said, this is a white guy, middle school or high school English teacher, I can't remember. And it just seemed like he was trying to relate to me too much. He's like, yeah, so my friend, he just booked the trip to some island, some Caribbean island or whatever. He's like, I really want to go. I've been there a few times. Like, you know, I have a lot of friends that are Jamaican and, you know, African. I was like, okay, why are you telling me? Like, why are you telling me? I don't really care. You know, your friends are your friends. That's why they're your friends. I don't really care. I'm not walking around saying I got white friends. You know, that's, come on. So I knew it was going to be an issue from the moment he did that. And I was like, you know what? Maybe he's just nervous. Maybe he's never went out with a black girl before. Maybe he, you know, is just trying to navigate the conversation for me and see what I'm into and what I'm not. So I definitely tried to take it easy on him in that regard, right? Boom. So he hit me up one last time an hour before he's supposed to pick me up, and he's like, should I wear my Timbs or my Clarks? Wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. And why are you asking me? And why is it that you just can't, like, I don't know what kind of white friends a lot of people have or how they interact with white people, but the ones that are in my life, guys, girls, whatever, They never give me like, you know, design, like, I guess style names of what they're gonna put on their feet. Or what are you wearing? Oh, I'm gonna put on some sneakers. Boom, end of story. Or I'm gonna put on some boots. Boom, end of story. That is a black quality. And maybe this will sound politically incorrect to people, but that is definitely a black quality to do. I'm gonna put on my Giuseppe's, or I don't have no fucking Giuseppe's, or I'm gonna put on, you know, my Timbs, or I'm gonna put on my Uggs, or that's like a black thing to do. It really is. We have to specify our, you know, whatever it is that we're wearing. It's just a thing that happens. So at that moment, like, I knew something was off, just because it's just socially, I'm from Brooklyn, it's just a thing, you know what I mean? Like, the black community is like, yo, I'm gonna throw on my 12s, you know, that's a thing. So anyway, when he did that, I just knew like he was trying too hard. And I don't know if it was just him, like I said, being nervous, or he's just real ignorant as fuck. The dude was 33. Anywho, so he calls me, he's downstairs. I'm like, all right. Really excited. Tell my mom I'm going out. Call me. That's what she does every time I leave the house. Call me. I'm leaving. And so I get in the car. I was just very disappointed in his face. I was extremely disappointed in the way his face looked. I should have did some deeper investigation in them bitches. I really did. But I didn't think anything of it. His hair looked like it was it was a shortcut, but it was like, how am I gonna explain it? You know how guys have like the big widow's peak right here, and then like the things like there, like it's going over there, you know what I mean, like it's going over there. So that's how his hair looked. And I don't know if it was like the cut or he was balding. He just had real deep, you know, thingies right there. Let me see if I can draw it. Let me see if I can freaking draw it, because that would be, okay. Let's see if I can fucking draw this thing. I dropped my nightlight. It'll be alright. It's my glass. Okay. I don't need that. Alright, so let me see if I could draw it for y'all. Okay, let me see. His head was like this. And his hair was like, oh my god. Okay, hopefully. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so this is the hair. This is so funny. Okay. This probably looks crazy as hell. Okay, so this was his hairline. Okay, this looks weird, but you get what I'm saying. This was his widow's peak, right? This is his widow's peak. And then this is like, you know, the edges over here. You know, mine ain't so good either, but whatever. So yeah, that's how it looked. And I was like, okay, this man is fucking balding. And it looked like his hair had been pushed back tight for so long that the things over here was just pulling back. And his eyes, they was like real tight and squinted back. Right? It looked like he just pulled his face back. Oh my god! If I could find the so Men in Black, the first one, where the guy got like his body got taken over by that big roach, and his wife was like, "Your skin is hanging," and he was like, "Is this better?" And he pulled back his face. That's how this dude looked. So I was very disappointed, but I'm like, I can't fucking get out the car now. And I was dressed nicely. I was dressed in some heels, and I had a nice black dress. And because he told me he was going to take me to a French restaurant. And I was like, ooh, fancy. Okay, let me make sure I look the part. So I look really cute. So yeah. What was I gonna say? My nail was coming off. So I'm in the car and I'm already annoyed. And I think he could tell that I'm annoyed because you look hideous. And now I'm about to go to a public place with a hideous person. I'm not looking forward to this, but I'm gonna make the best out of it because I can't turn back now. So we driving there. He's asking me about what kind of music I like. I'm like, I like everything. He's like, oh yeah, I'm big into Caribbean music. Okay, good for you. You don't want to listen to any of that. It's your car. You can listen to whatever the hell you want to listen to. It's just not my thing. Well, I want you to listen to whatever you want to listen to. Okay, so what the fuck? I don't... Like, this is... Guys make things difficult. Guys make life very, very difficult. You ask me what I like. I tell you what I like. You tell me what you like. And then you tell me that you want me to feel comfortable. Like, don't say... Just don't. Just don't. So we get to the restaurant. It's really nice. There's some cute guys there. So I'm like, fuck. I'm stuck with this little ugly ass son of a bitch. I don't remember his name. But, like, I walk in and, like, I immediately, because I look good, so I immediately catch eyes. And it's like, I can't even fucking talk to anybody because this dude is with me. And it's an actual date, so it would be totally inappropriate. So he grabbed me around my waist, like, I guess to lead me to the table. And I got so annoyed, like, don't touch me because, like, you're making it seem like we're together. And that's going to blow mine. Like, don't mark no type of territory over here. I got really fucking annoyed. So I had moved his head and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just showing you where the guy's going. I can see. I know where he's going. I was trying to be as nice as possible, but I was so fucking annoyed. I was so annoyed. So before dinner even came, I had like 3 glasses of wine. I had to get a buzz on if I was going to enjoy myself. I really had to if I was going to make the most out of this hour and a half. And in my mind, I was like, after dinner, I'm out. Like, I'm going. After dinner, I'm going. Take me home. That's it. We're enjoying the food. The salmon definitely was undercooked. So you going to take me to a French restaurant in Bed-Stuy and they don't even know how to cook fucking salmon? And as he's going through the menu, he's like, oh, this stuff is expensive. I was like, you picked the fucking place. You picked the place. How do you not look at a menu before deciding where to go? You out here trying to show off. And you didn't even know what the hell the plate... Okay. So when he said it was expensive, I immediately was like, all right, well, it's very obvious that, you know, this ain't gonna pan out right. So I'm texting my mother, right? I was like, Mommy, he talking about this food is expensive. She said, well, bring me back a plate. Bring you back a plate? He don't even know. You know what? Never mind. I didn't even engage with her. Forget it. Okay. So it's time to go. I go to the bathroom. I was like, do you want to get the check? And he's like, yeah, I'll get it. We're literally sitting at the dinner table. We're sitting at the dinner table. Like, both our meals are done. I'm sipping on wine. And we're just, like, looking at each other. It's clear that food, like, the dinner was over. It's very obvious, like, that the dinner was over. The guy had took our plates. I didn't want any dessert because I didn't trust it. Like, the whole date itself was done. So we're sitting there and I'm looking at him. He's asking me questions. Some I probably don't even remember. But, you know, oh, where are you from? What's your nationality? Yada, yada, yada. All the typical dating, first date questions or whatever. And I was like, okay, you know, you ready to go? Yeah, in a little bit. In a little bit. In a little bit. I'm ready to go. I was like, what are we waiting for? Oh, I just want to sit here and relax. I'm not sitting here with no plate on my table, an empty glass of wine, and staring at people waiting to get seated. Oh my God. Waiting to get seated. I'm not doing that. That's rude. So I said, okay. I was like, I'm not going to, because he seemed like he was going to have an issue. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get another glass of water. I've probably killed like 3 or 4 wines after dinner. And I was like, you know, let me get some water. Because now that I'm going home, I don't need this fucking buzz. So get some water. We sitting there sipping on fucking water. I said, you sure you're not ready? He's like, yeah, you know, I guess I'm ready. I was like, okay, so you do want to get the check? Yeah, I'll get it. I'll wait. Let me tell you where our table was. Our table was right next to like the entrance to the next room. So the waiter was walking back and forth. He had to walk back and forth past us like 10 times. I'm like, there goes the waiter. There goes the waiter. Oh, yeah. At some point, I was like, you know what? It's clear we're going to be sitting here like fucking fools. So the waiter walks back. Excuse me, can we have the check, please? He's like, okay, no problem. It takes him a minute to get the check anyway, so that's your time to chill. So we get the check, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm full, I'm ready to go, I'm a little bit tired. So he's like, I'm waiting for this check to deposit. I hope it's in there. Wait, what? What did you say? He's like, I'm waiting for this check to come, and I hope it deposits. I was like, what check? He's like, oh, I was supposed to get some funding check, and I'm just hoping that it's in my account. I was like, are you saying you don't have money to pay for the dinner? He's like, well, yeah, I got paid today. I'm just not sure if it's there. So did you get paid or did you not get paid? Like, please explain to me what we looking at here, because I will leave right now. I obviously didn't say those words to him, but I did say, so did you got paid or you didn't get paid? He's like, no, I got paid. I just don't know if it's in my account. All right. This is the face I literally made. Okay. And in my head, I'm like, I'm going to call my mother. I'm going to call mommy, and I'm going to have her come pick me up, and she's going to make a scene. So the check comes, and he's looking at it, and I'm like, I ain't even got no fucking money to get home, my dumb ass. Because I think I was like 21, I don't know. My dumb ass, I came out with no money to get home, no fucking Metro card. I couldn't even pay for my fucking share of food. I got some nerve, right? I'm over here being picky Miss Susans, and I ain't got shit to my name. But he's like, let's hope it goes through. The check came, and this nigga really said, let's hope it goes through. Excuse me? What? I'm sorry. Are we holding on to a dream here? You brought somebody out not knowing if you could pay for anything? Did you think that was attractive? Did you think that was funny? Were you trying to get a kick out of me? That's insane. That's freaking insanity. And in my head, I'm just like, I will call my mother, have her get me, and I will make a big ass fucking scene in this restaurant. I really will. Because you're not going to drag me all the way out here in your fucking car, trying to go over the top with all your conversation to sit in front of me and tell me that you don't know if your car going to go through. You want to fight. Like, you want me to reach across the table and smack you in the face. That you asking for that. So as I'm sitting there, my legs is clenched because I'm like, okay, I'm starting to shake now. Because if this man come back and say it's fucking decline, how the hell we paying for this? Like, how are we paying for this? So as he's like putting the car down and, you know, hands it back to the waiter, I was like, so you don't have any cash on you? He's like, no. You got no cash? Oh my God. Just thinking about it is bringing back like really annoying memories. So I was like, okay, this is nuts. This is clearly fucking insane. The waiter comes back with the check. He's like, thank you, sir. I was like, oh my God. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord so much. I didn't have to deal with that. So we getting up. I'm over the top annoyed. And I'm about to walk to the car. I'm thinking that's the end of it. I'm walking to the car. He's like, oh, do you want to try this, what did he say? Do you want to try this club that's up the block? I was like, I'm not going to no club. He's like, it's really like a bar, dance-ish, and, you know, it's kind of like one of those things. I was like, how are we going to get in? How are we going to buy drinks? He's like, we could just have a drink. Well, how are we going to get drinks? You don't have no money. Oh, I have some cash on me. Didn't I ask you in this restaurant if you had cash on you? You told me no. He gonna say, oh, he's like, I didn't have enough to cover the bill, but you had cash on you. Okay, so now we lying. Not only are we trying too hard to impress somebody by forever mentioning your black friend. That's literally like his conversation. Yeah, my friend from Africa. Why the fuck you gotta tell me they're from Africa? Why can't you just say your friend? Or my Jamaican friend. Why you just can't say your friend? Why do you have to specify what race, culture, or anything that they are? Why? What is your purpose in that? I'm not going around here saying my pink-headed friend or my white friend or my Jewish friend. They're my fucking friends. That's it. So not only was that a big issue for me, not only did you not know that whether or not you were able to pay for the fucking dinner that you invited me out to, now you lying about having money. My night was literally going to shit. I was like, you know what? Because he was so pushy. I was like, you know what? Fine, let's go to this, whatever it is. And come to find out, he knows the place. He goes there a lot. So I'm like, okay, you're going to bring me to a fucking place that you frequent a lot? I mean, I didn't feel any type of way about it, but it was definitely a weird fucking thing. No problem. I get a drink, sitting down. Guys are trying to talk to me. He stands next to me, and he's like trying to, I guess, once again, mark his territory. So his hand is around my waist. Why do you keep fucking touching me? Why do you keep touching me? Oh, you don't want me to touch you? No, I don't want you to fucking touch me. If I wanted you to touch me, I wouldn't have said, why are you touching me? He moves his hands. It's like, all right, because this is, like, I don't even want to be here. Oh, okay, well, let's just make, like, the most out of it. Fine, I'm trying, but you got one more fucking time. I go to the bathroom, and I'm in the bathroom talking to myself like, Tasha, just all you got to do is one drink. Just one drink, and you're going to be fine. And then you could take your ass the fuck home. So I come out. People are, hitting on me. Okay, yeah, thank you. I feel a little special. Okay, feeling a little special. And this dude, I don't know what he was doing, but he's like, let's dance. He walks in front of me as I'm walking back to the bar, and he's like, let's dance. I'm like, dance? I was like, fine, no problem, let's dance. Now, I don't want his face to be in my face because I don't like the way his face looks. So I don't want to see your face. So I turn my back to him. Tries to dance in front of me. Okay, fine. But he was just all in my face. Like, he was just like all up in my face. And I'm like, why you gotta be in my face to dance? Oh, I just want to be closer to you. Why are people so annoying? Why are guys so fucking annoying? Oh, I just want to be closer to you. You can't dance without being in my breathing space? Is that like impossible? I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't manage it. And he got annoyed with me because I didn't want him in my fucking space. Dude, fucking relax. So the night ends with me basically pushing him off. I got pretty fucking drunk. End up pushing him the fuck off. Like, if I was gonna be around this person that I am not attracted to, I literally would have to get wasted. And I think that's a bad situation, or, I don't know, it's just bad to cope. It's bad coping. That's what it is. It's fucking terrible coping. If I'm gonna deal with your presence, I have to literally be fucking shit-faced. It's terrible. It should be terrible for those people too. Like, you're that horrible to be around. Anywho, drives me home, and he decides he wants to fucking make out with me. No, I'm okay. Thank you. So we get to my building, and he gets out the car. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to walk you upstairs. I was like, that's sweet, but it's my building. Like, I know everybody in here. Ain't nobody going to come after me. Like, relax. He's like, oh, I just want to make sure you're fine. Okay, fine. Come walk me to my fucking elevator. He walks me to my elevator. I get on the elevator. You want me to come upstairs? I'm in the fucking elevator. What do you think is going to happen with me in the elevator? Mind you, it's 2 a.m, and this is a Saturday night, so majority of people are still out. I'm literally taking a straight shoot from the first floor to the 20th floor. Who's going to get me? The buttons? Like, who's going to attack me? He's like, oh, he's like, I wouldn't be a gentleman if I didn't walk you to your door. I said, you know what? You can, when I get off the elevator, you could just go back downstairs. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I lived here all my life. Okay. Elevator gets there. I give him a kiss on the cheek goodnight, and I get off. So he holds the door open. He's like, I'm just going to walk you to your door. What don't you get? Like, what didn't you understand? At that point, I was like, you know what? You already fucking up here. Ain't no debating, because you clearly did what you wanted to fucking do. I'm not even going to go back and forth with you. Get to my door, and he's standing at my door entrance. I'm like, thank you, I'm home. Like, you could have literally stood at the end of the fucking hallway and watched me open my door and watch me close my door, so I got home safe. Like, he literally walked me all the way to my front fucking door, stood behind me as I opened the damn thing, and then when I closed it, he stood at the front of, like, the step, like the little threshold to my front door, and he was just standing there and smirking, like that ugly ass face, just smirking. And I was like, thank you, I had a really nice night. Okay, can I get a kiss? Oh my God. Here's the thing, dudes. If you gotta ask for a fucking kiss, just know that she didn't want to. If you have to ask any woman for a kiss, just know she didn't want to fucking kiss you. Because if a woman wants to kiss you, she'll kiss you. Like, without you even asking. But if you gotta ask, she wasn't into you. So I'm like, all right, cool. Go to give him a kiss. Like a peck. It's a nice little peck. He decides he wants to go in, and his foot enters into the doorway. Oh no, I had to shut that all the way fucking down. I had to shut it down. So I shut it down. Thank you. Good night. I had a good time. I closed the door, locked the door, and in my head I'm like, I'm never seeing this motherfucker again. I went on Instagram. I blocked him. I blocked his number. Never heard from the bitch again. Done. And I told my mom what happened the next day. She literally was like, all you had to do was call me. I would have came up there and got you, and I would have made him pay for my food. I was like, but he had no money. Like, if he really didn't have no money, how was he going to pay for it? Somebody was going to pay for it. Let me just pause this now because I think my phone is going to die soon. So let's just knock that out the way.